But first, new information tonight about that heartbreaking story out of Williamson County.
We now know the names of the Franklin mother and her young son who lost their lives while trying to save others. News 2's Lori Mitchell tells us how they're being remembered.
Carter had played in our football league for the last 3 years.
Dale Nichols, president of the Franklin Cowboys, has seen a lot of kids come through the youth football league, but 10-year-old Carter Oakley stood out.
Carter was one of those special kids, and you know, we say that a lot in athletics, but he really was one of the good ones.
A standout because of his athletic ability on the field.
He was a good little athlete. He's probably faster, one of the fastest kids you're ever going to find on the field.
Off the field, the Oakview Elementary fourth grader was known for his good nature.
He was just a great young man. A lot of yes sirs, no sirs, a lot of respectful comments.
There at every practice and game cheering him on, his devoted mother, Kristi Clark.
The entire family was there the entire time. And so you could tell there were times that they were just coming home from work. She would be all dressed out. And then to have to sit there for 2 hours until 7 or 8 at night and then go home and do those types of things, that says a lot about those families.
Monday night, Kristi and Carter were driving on I-65 in Williamson County, heading home, when they saw an SUV flip after hitting a patch of ice on the slippery road. The 34-year-old mother and her son stopped to help the 5 people inside. While they were outside of the car, they were struck by a semi. Carter died at the scene. Kristi died at the hospital.
It was pretty heart-wrenching. I got a phone call today from one of his former coaches who was pretty hysterical, pretty in tears. Carter meant a lot to him.
It came as no shock to Nichols to hear Carter and Kristi, who's been described as having a heart of gold, would risk their own lives to save someone else's. It was the character of the mother he'd gotten to know and her son he'd grown to love.
I think to a person, all of his players and all the coaches, he's going to be missed.
Lori Mitchell, Nashville's News 2.
Kristi, who worked for a local insurance company, and Carter were almost home when the accident occurred. Franklin Police Chief Deborah Faulkner released this statement saying, quote, "Kristi and her son Carter are heroes. These Good Samaritans put themselves in harm's way to help a stranger. The goodness in their hearts that prompted them to do that will never be forgotten." A Williamson County school spokesperson told News 2 there will be extra counselors at Oakview Elementary when classes resume. Meantime, Franklin police tell us 2 other people hurt in the wreck are still hospitalized, but they are listed as stable.